things don't always perform as expected when deployed in production. So it is very important when we are testing our applications, we consider a lot of things that could happen in production. Hello, my name is Shri Ashtaputre. I am a Director of Technology at Calsoft, and my talk, Outperforming in this Chaotic World, is about giving performance testing that much needed touch of reality. As quality engineering professionals, we always wish to test our applications as they are used in production. But is it good enough to replicate the hardware and the remaining infrastructure? Today's applications are highly scalable. They must perform well. They must support millions of concurrent connections at the same time. And they should be available at odd times. In short, the applications are getting complex every day. When we deploy our applications in production, this is what we always expect to see: a good performance and no hiccups whatsoever. However, at times things become chaotic when some of the applications do not perform as expected. So, while testing, if we do not consider the real world scenarios, our performance testing could become meaningless. But there are ways to deal with this situation. A very popular OTT platform, Netflix, has given us something very interesting. And no, I'm not talking about all the amazing content that we consumed during the lockdown period, but a tool called Chaos Monkey. Chaos Monkey is built using the principles of chaos engineering. Chaos engineering is a practice which is used to test the resiliency and effectiveness of your applications during the turbulent times. Since the conditions always do not remain the same and application's performance may get hit due to the chaotic conditions that could happen in production, it would be a better idea to amalgamate both performance testing as well as chaos engineering. Performance testing has three key attributes: baseline, which is the performance at its minimal acceptable level; benchmark, a point of reference against which your application's performance is compared against its competition; and SOAP, running a sustained amount of workload on your applications and measure its effectiveness and responsiveness over the period of time. Similarly, chaos engineering has three key parameters: steady state, which means inducing faults at regular intervals; randomize, inducing variety of different faults at random intervals; and blast radius, which means the total number of components or modules of your applications which will be directly impacted by the injected faults. The idea behind amalgamation of both performance testing and chaos engineering is to test all the possible patterns that could happen in the production environment. Imagine a calm, serene day where things are just perfect. Your applications are behaving as expected and there are no issues whatsoever. Now, there could be a day with occasional thunderstorms, meaning some of the applications or some of the components or modules of your applications are not behaving as expected. And something which is very detrimental, rare, yet some possibility of occurrence in the field where things are just broken down. You should not and you cannot compare the performance of your application across the three key patterns. However, it is important to test along with these patterns when you are validating and testing your performance so that you get a fair idea about what to expect under a specific circumstance. That will also help to set the right expectations and right service level agreements with your end users. Now, apart from having the right tooling, it is also important to have the right kind of test strategy. The first and foremost is to know your system under test. It is extremely important that you understand the technical implementation, the use cases, and the probable faults that could happen on your applications. Once you understand your use cases, it is important to model your workloads so that you simulate and test your applications accordingly. As a side activity, also make the list of probable faults that could happen in the field. When it comes to performance testing, it is extremely important to have the right kind of hardware and infrastructure. So it is very important to size the hardware and build your test environment appropriately. And last but not the least, know your constraints and impediments. If some things cannot be tested in your test environment, make sure that you document that in your test report. So to summarize, it is always better to manufacture a chaos and test your application's performance alongside than facing that embarrassment in the field. Thank you very much. Hope you have liked my talk and please enjoy the rest of the conference.